Good morning. Sorry about the late start, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are and whenever you may be listening. Thank you for joining. Okay. A lot of stuff going on here today, so just had to deal and things were out. So yeah. So anyhow, up and running now. That's the good thing. Let's go back to the chat. I was late, obviously. I'm only going as far back as what StreamYard. God damn, we use Streamlabs right now. StreamYard will let me. Dave G. Sam said, "Good morning, Brew." Professor said, "Good morning, Captain Trek." It was 9 minutes late, but I was Dave said he'll check back after shower. Carlo, hello everyone. Well, big. And thank you for stopping by, Carlo. You're always welcome. Finally, and LDG. And there we go. Dave G Sound. Good morning, everyone. Just apparently the cold weather brought on something. I don't know. It's cold here. Not that cold, but I mean, cold. Anyhow, I don't know. Let me go ahead and open up this thing because I just not even with it this morning. And Kapla Bird, hopefully you're doing well. I know you're not going to be able to come on most likely because a lot of stuff going on where you're at. But I hope things are well. Good morning, Robert Rose Jr. And of course, I pinned the message right. Okay. 56 degrees here right now in South Carolina. I don't know what it is now. I haven't looked. Let me see if I can pull up that information real quick. Okay, go away. Really? Really? Go away. I don't want to look at you, you stupid thing. Okay, now. There it is. Select that one. Save. Okay, yeah, it's not cold out. Had my mom tell me it was cold out. I'm just going, oh, okay. I haven't been out. It's only 50 and 48, excuse me. Not freezing out. But it is raining. And that does make it feel a little cooler. In fact, with all the noise that's probably going on right now, yeah, I can hear it in the kitchen. I'm going to step out. So, yay. I'm going to check who's backstage because somebody's back there. It's Bird. Shit.
Hello, world. It's Birdo Pray 5. Kapla.
Kapla.
So I woke up a half hour late, headed to the Morning Brew, and saw the countdown timer. It reached 2. It was perfect timing. I didn't miss anything.
No, not much to miss. Not much to miss at all.
So Sisso Prey is recovering. Things went well. The surgery went well. All's okay. We had a relatively decent night with Charlie. We have a very nice babysitter who's going to come back at 9 a.m. this morning and stay with us through most of the day. And she loves him. Charlie took right to her. So
cool.
All is as things go, as unexpected emergency surgeries go, things seem to have gone okay. Knocking wood, obviously, is still in recovery. God knows what could happen, but things are looking positive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sisso Prey feels a lot better now that it's out of her. She doesn't know if God knows how long it might have been causing problems. Oh, there was a giant coronal mass ejection from the sun headed towards Earth.
Cool.
Let's see, when's it going to hit? Ooh. The northern lights could be visible from Boston, New York City, Seattle, Minneapolis, Chicago, Rapid City, Billings.
Wow.
Too bad Sister Bray can't drive.
Yeah. Why is that?
She would, I'm sure she would take Nephew O'Prey and drive upstate to see the Aurora Borealis.
Oh, I'm definitely sure she would.
Now, there's always the chance of knocking out electricity or communications too. Oh, Professor, Sis O'Bray needed to have emergency gallbladder surgery yesterday. That's what you missed.
Morning,
You're
everybody.
muted.
Hello.
Good morning, Pickles.
How you doing, Bird? Glad to hear some
Okay.
good news, man. Really,
Thank you.
really happy.
Thank you.
Good stuff. She's still in recovery, so
Yeah,
hopefully
I mean, I don't want
it's
to
not too long, maybe a week.
celebrate yet, but things
Yeah.
so far things are doing okay.
Yeah. Well, at least it's a good kind of recovery, not the kind where you have to eat food through a straw.
Yeah, that's
kind
true.
of recovery.
That's true. And also not the kind of recovery that happens after you hit rock bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that probably happens at a much nicer facility, especially if you're someone of means. He's at recovery in Malibu.
Hey, Darth. What up, Dave G? What up, people? Good morning. I'm awake. I look good. I actually look pretty damn good. I got some good rest last night.
I wouldn't go
sorry
that
if
far.
sorry if I trick people with sleep streaming stream. That was supposed to be a joke for the people in the backstage last night.
I saw a sleep stream, but I didn't click on it because
it was a fake. I canceled it. I just did it so when people
deep
saw it
fake.
backstage. Yeah. And then we had a good friend come in the backstage last night that we haven't seen in a long time. Sven, the Naked Nordic Ninja. He's back, and we got to hang out with him last night in the backstage. That was good. Got to hear from him. Hey, Cap.
Hail, everyone. Hail, Captain. Hail, Bird of Prey. Hail, Pickles.
Kapla, Captain.
Kapla. I've just been hearing your news, Bird of Prey, so I hope all things considered, you're coping all right.
Yes, thank you. I don't know if this stream is big enough for two captains. One of you might need a promotion or a
you're
demotion.
right. Normally I'd tussle, but it is the captain's channel. So let's say on this broadcast, at least, when you say captain, I'll assume you're talking about the captain, and you can simply call me Burnham.
I'll call you Cockney.
Thank you. That's fine for me.
I like Cockney too.
Nice. Does that work for you, Captain?
LDG loves the cock.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's what she said.
There's nothing better than having a little Cockney in the morning.
Aren't you guys just the amazing comedians, aren't you? I was just sitting in the corner and laugh. Cockney.
Especially with a cool little hat on, a Cockney.
Yeah, that might come on later if you're good boys. I'm just having my cup of tea at the moment.
Oh, by the way, I found my tea. Unfortunately, it's green tea.
That's not tea, bro. That ain't tea. Sorry to no. Cup of tea. So a cup of tea tends to be, it's got tea in it. You can call it tea. It's not tea. Herbal tea ain't tea. Just like vegan cheese, by definition, cannot be. Sorry, it's either vegan or it's cheese. You know what I mean?
Green tea is tea.
I'm afraid you can say it. It's like, yeah, the earth is flat. We can say words, but green tea ain't tea. I'm sorry. Those
No,
are just
it's
facts.
tea. It's
No,
tea. It's un.
Okay, then, if you say so, you must be correct because you're the captain.
I don't know. You got an English person. You're gonna. He just sounds so goddamn right when he says things,
Yeah, exactly. It's like you called
especially
diesel
about tea.
gas.
I
It's
mean, I
about
wasn't
tea.
asking him about like car engines, but
Exactly, one of the best ideas we stole from China, fair and square.
Yeah, or like calling a Mac a computer.
we're
Bullhole.
gonna pay you in opium.
There you go. We'll have the tea, you have the opium, we'll call it evens. Why not? What?
What's
Come
that?
on,
You
Del.
want cash? War.
Exactly. Come on, let us have Hong Kong just for 100 years. By the time the time's
I
up, you'll
can't
be
believe
wishing
you
it was
guys gave
200,
it
won't
back.
you? What?
You guys are so stupid. You gave it back. I'm sorry.
I know, right? I was
You
there
should have
about
said
3.
1,000 years.
I was there about 3. I went 3 years ago, and I'm thinking in 3 years, I probably couldn't even go back. Well, I can't because of the, you know what? But I know, amazing. That's the thing. It's like living history. I was in Hong Kong. Now I'm not. Now it's gone. The Hong Kong that we knew. Hong Kong, phooey.
See, like halfway through, you should have said, oh, there was another 999 years, or another
The
0,
lease. You speak of the
1,000 years.
lease.
Yeah, the lease. You
Yeah,
should have just found another 0.
we were. I know, right? But then again, we always thought we'd have New York forever. Still, never mind. We'll have that bloody tea out the harbour, Captain Trek. That ain't no green tea. That's
No,
proper
that
tea
wasn't
from
green
proper
tea.
China,
No,
that is.
that was
It's
fully mature tea. Yes.
Thank you. That was proper
See,
Twinings. We
green
tell you what, we'll
tea
have that
is
back.
immature black tea.
Immature on this channel. I think not, sir. We'll have none of that. We'll have none of that nonsense here. This is the Captain Trek channel. We'll have none of that nonsense. Serious stuff. Thank you so much, Michael
Serious
Burnham.
on this channel? Yeah.
Hello, I'm Captain Burnham, and I'm perfect. Pew. Whoops, sorry. Oh dear, which way the phaser pointing? Never mind. Pew. Ha ha. I'm Captain Burnham. I'm super perfect. I'm the captain of the USS Spaceship McSpaceship Face. Captain Burnham. Look, I'm having a cry. It's new Trek. Boo-hoo. Look, I've got emotions. Captain Burnham, I'm fucking perfect. It's good impersonation, isn't it? I got the look right. I am Captain Burnham. You name me, I am. It's all right. I'm the captain. Boo-hoo, I'm Captain Burnham.
And it's the USS. It's the USS Pizza Cutter.
Indeed. Yeah, right. I'll give you magnetic nacelles. What the fuck? USS Soapy Titwank, more like.
So, how did you like the new Star Wars Prodigy?
Yeah, whatever.
Fucking shit, dude! I swear to God, a TV show for kids. They want to do Star Trek for kids, and the very
I hereby tell you, they are going to bring time travel into mainstream cinematic Star Wars because they've totally written themselves into a fucking corner. And they've already established it with the bollocks of the Force or whatever it's called. Just mark my words. This week's prediction from the future from Captain Cockney Spock. Time travel. Ray will time travel. Just like Burnham.
Well, let's see here. Yeah. Oh, Star Wars Prodigy. Yeah, that was not a bad episode. Well, 2 episodes, I should say. But
oh God, it was so bad.
It was not bad. It was not bad.
You start off with slavery. I mean, seriously.
That's
slavery.
That is common in the Star Wars universe. So yeah, Star Wars Prodigy was absolutely accurate.
I mean, there was not even one bit of it that, even when Janeway finally came on screen, I thought I still was watching Star Wars.
No, my thought was, oh, okay, well, now they're gonna, yeah. That was just stupid.
I knew they were going to do that too. I had.
Well, I knew, but
we weren't going to see. We weren't going to see Janeway until like the end. And like this is going to be some kind of has nothing to do with anything Star Trek related into the last 2 minutes. And what do you know? And then what the fuck we got the damn Kazon? What's up with the Kazon, for God's sakes? They're not even supposed to be in this quadrant. I mean,
Well, they're in the Delta Quadrant, that they said.
oh, there's a starship. So there's a starship in the Delta Quadrant.
Yes,
Okay.
the starship made it to the Delta Quadrant. We don't know what year this takes place. This could be 100 years after Voyager.
The Delta Quadrant, the best quadrant.
They didn't give any clue to what year it was, and they call it universal translators, and I mean they're using
magic translators.
The English
Babel
language.
fish.
I mean, they even said that one term when the lady tried saying the term right.
Cahoots, catboots.
Yeah, so English terms are being used in the Delta Quadrant.
That was a little weird.
I mean, jeez Louise, man.
Yeah. Like I said,
go against.
And what's that guy? What's that guy in Star Wars name? The metallic guy with multiple arms.
C-3PO.
General. I can't
General
remember his name.
Grievous.
Grievous. Yeah.
Grievous.
So we had Grievous in this fucking show. It looked like because I kept thinking Grievous every time I saw him. If it's supposed to be for kids, then this definitely fails.
No, it was not a bad show for Star Wars. It just isn't Star Wars.
I'm just going to say it wasn't the worst Star Trek I've ever seen either. In the scale of terrible Star Trek, this is certainly not the bottom.
No, it's
that
not.
Is still owned
You're
by
basically at that
Discovery.
area where the coffee grinds sit at the bottom of the cup. You're close to that bottom part. This definitely isn't. I wouldn't say a blockbuster hit.
I overall, I thought the animation was good. I thought the quality of production was good, and I hate saying that because that's like when you saying trying to describe somebody who's ugly, and you're saying, oh, they've got a nice personality, and like, oh, what's their best feature? And you like, well, their eyes. Like, what the fuck, man? Come on. That means there's nothing the fuck you can say except their eyes. Everybody's got the same fucking eyes.
What?
Well, not the same. No.
For the most part. I'm sorry. If somebody tells you your best feature is your eyes, they're telling you you're ugly.
You're ugly.
If you haven't realized that by now, I hate to bring it up, but
which is funny. Isn't that what everybody said about your avatar?
Well, my eye is the one that keeps them in,
I'm just saying. I'm not trying to say anything.
They're not saying it's the best. Well, it's different because of my avatar, the eye moves.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so for me, it means something. It's different.
It's different.
For you.
When people say my eye,
fuck our
they
eyes.
mean my eyes. But when people say your eye, they mean you're ugly.
Fuck us, these fucking twinklers.
You gotta understand.
Contact lens business worth 18 billion.
Kaplavi Star.
My
Morning Star.
Didn't the opticians do well in Cambodia in 1978? Contact lens sales were through the roof.
Morning, Henry.
Hey, LDG.
You've got beautiful eyes. Now they have to change all the songs, aren't they, Bird of Prey? You've got beautiful neck muscles because it's not your fucking eyes. They're all the same. You're all replicants with the same eyes. So Frank Sinatra, blue eyes. Fuck that. They should have called him Big Nose.
Okay. They're different color eyes.
Oh,
so
Big
we're talking
Nose
about eyes,
back.
and we're not talking about.
Bye-bye.
So let me see if I get this straight. We're talking about eyes and not tits. What's wrong with you?
Exactly.
We've all got the same eyes.
Exactly. If you're asking what's her best feature, and they
Basically,
say
Bird
eyes,
of-
you
Bird
know
of
that
Prey-
means
Bird of Prey is
she's-
saying they've
she's
got to
not
rewrite Return of the
particularly-
Jedi. So Darth Vader, when his mask finally comes off, he says, "Look, let me smell you with my own nose." That would have been more poetic, wouldn't it? Let me lick you
No,
with
that
my
would be-
own tongue.
No, that
Luke.
would have been Joe Biden.
Oh, political, but relevant.
No,
Oh,
he just says that.
Let
creepy
me
shit.
sniff your hair. Look, let me sniff your hair with my own nose. Let me make you feel slightly uncomfortable, Luke.
Well, how the hell else are you going to sniff someone's hair with your foot? I mean,
With your ears, of course. Come
Oh.
on, be a bit avant-garde. That's a hipster way. Let me smell you with my
That's
own ear.
let me sniff your
Let
hair
me
with my
see
tongue.
New Zealand through your eyes.
well, they say this the sense of taste and smell are similar, more similar than they are different.
That's what the chefs say. The first taste is with the eyes. There you go.
No, the first thing that gets you when it comes to food is the smell. Seriously.
Or technically the
you can
look.
sniff with your tongue.
Your
Smell
the
is
speed
what
of
gets you.
light is faster than the speed of smell.
Can smell travel in a vacuum?
No,
I know this much. I don't know who. I don't
unless
know.
you're in Futurama.
I don't know who thought it was a good idea to put LED lights on a fucking car, but I'd love to meet them and beat the shit out of them.
I love my LEDs. Used to.
What about
No,
C3POs?
not on a
You got
fucking
beautiful
car.
eyes.
They're just tilted the wrong way if they're too bright for you.
I have
Oh, I
two
love
different.
that part,
Well,
too.
hey, you want to talk about eyes? I have actually two different colored eyes.
So do I. They're both brown.
David's Bowie.
No, one of mine is green. One of mine is bluish green. The other one is greenish brown.
You do realize it's a sign of a psychopath, right? Or a sociopath, or one of those
Only
paths.
so-
I
Sociopath,
thought
that's
you were going to
exaggeration.
say one is bluish green and the other is greenish blue.
Yeah,
And I
me
was
too.
gonna
I was going
snap
with
out.
that.
No, I'm actually
No,
serious.
well, not Corel.
Correlate.
The crayon company.
Corral. Il Corral.
Crayon.
The Cowboys.
Hey,
Crayon.
Those eyeballs.
Crayola,
Hey.
Crayon.
Crayola. They've
Rogaine and
got greenish
Brendan,
blue
your
and
eyes.
bluish green as two
Your
distinct
eyes,
colors.
Your eyes.
Yeah. One,
And I
Yes.
know because one of them was my favorite color and the other one was not. I forget which.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah.
I think bluish
green.
green.
Blue. Greenish blue
Blue
is more of a
jeans.
turquoise-ish color.
I was very happy my grandson got my daughter's blue eyes because he's got a nice full head of dark hair. He's got a very nice olive skin complexion, and he's got those blue eyes. Listen, when somebody tells you, though, honestly, your eyes are gorgeous, you think they're lying. Some people have very beautiful eyes that just stand out. They pop. You notice them immediately.
True, but if that's the only feature you can talk about, Bert's right.
Well, I understand that. See, me, I've always been this way. I've always been honest about my attraction to women. It's right here. If I'm attracted to the face, I can work with the rest of it with a woman. And that's just the truth. I have to be attracted to the face. Now,
Doesn't even have to be a woman.
And by work
Yes,
with,
it
you
does.
mean something else.
Yes, it does have to be a woman.
Obviously
Look,
not.
Very,
I knew
very
somebody
nice
was going to
sheep
do that. I
around.
knew
It's-
somebody was
come
going to
on.
do that.
Well, don't worry. Now they have operations, so anyone could be a woman.
Bear.
Operations. Wasn't that a game we played as kids?
Yep. Yeah,
Never
that
could
fellow.
get that.
So if you like,
I
if you
never
like
could get that
Henry
damn
Geek, you're just
wishbone out.
one operation away from him admiring your face. So, all right. So, two things. One was, I enjoyed the fact that the blob just so happened to hit the right button to fire phasers, and the fact that the phasers actually knew what to hit coming out of the end of the episode.
Well, no, the blob is smart. Don't you get it?
Mm.
What are we
It can't
talking about
talk,
now?
but it's very smart.
Yeah, so it totally knew what
Prodigy,
button
Star
hit.
Trek,
Yeah.
Kuroga.
Especially right after it happened, right after they said just start hitting buttons until the phasers fire. Yeah, that was
So it
definitely
knew to hit the phasers.
normal. And then
Did anybody remember? Hey, does anybody remember that in TNG, Data pointed out that you can't just press random buttons and do it without putting in your code?
Exactly. And this ship they don't even know the codes for. Oh, here's a good one. Why couldn't just Janeway do it? Oh, here's another one. Why couldn't fucking Mrs. Corporeal Life Form that says, if you ever saw my true face, you'd go crazy insane. Is that glass you're behind?
I know. That was like, what the fuck?
Insane in the membrane.
Oh, are you talking about that Nickelodeon show?
Yeah, Star Wars Prodigy.
Star Wars Prodigy.
Star Trek Prodigy. They're trying to be cute. But I'm afraid
it was more Star Wars than it was Star Trek.
Star Wars Prodigy. Looked like Star Wars, sounded like Star Wars, felt like Star Wars. Even had pew-pews like Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah, I won't be watching it.
I'll be
until
watching
real
it.
start.
I'm ripping the shit out of it.
I'd rather go back to my wife's school and work on that copy machine for a few more hours.
Wait.
It's a small ship. It's only designed for a crew of 20.
Yeah, exactly. Like the bridge is like 1/3 of the size of the damn ship.
Or what did they say? 20 or 38 appendages.
Oh, and they have a glass view screen.
Yeah, it's just not a view screen. It's just a dome.
That's why. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Hi, Mama Bray.
Can't hear you, but people saying good morning to you, Mama Bray.
Yes. Good morning, Mama Bray.
It's more Star Wars with a thin Star Trek skin. Interesting observation. Professor Brainy Specs, not ironically named.
Well, I was on Twitter and I saw somebody point out Star Wars character of the day, Captain Phasma. I'm like, I have all 6 movies. I don't recall her being in any of Star Wars.
Not all 6. Nice.
Yep. All 6.
As I like to point out, only 2 trilogies there are. No more, no less. I should get that on a shirt. Do you think they're going to fuck up KOTOR when they update it?
Yes. Woke Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, yeah. It was a great
Fuck-ups
game.
of the Old Republic.
Now, I started playing Cyberpunk 2077, and
did they fix it?
I don't know. I didn't play it until just recently. I think it's been fun so far. It's got a lot in it. Yosef.
Nice. 7, 8, 9 were really good.
What is this Crystal Skull he's talking? What is this Crystal Skull?
And the pullout of Afghanistan went real smooth.
Don't even get me started on that one.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't really because it is anyway. Yep. Welcome
no,
to
I'm just saying, Bird. I'm just saying, Cap doesn't want to hear my. He doesn't want to hear me go off on that again.
Yeah, political stream was yesterday.
Oh no, war and politics intersect, but this is almost on a strategic, tactical level. I mean, come on, even I can figure out. You don't shut down the military base and put everyone at the fucking civilian airport. I mean, that's just I've got a wargaming table. I can organise it better than that, for crying out loud. Anyway, moving on. Sorry.
Actually, I have a correction. It would be the farce is female.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I heard an interesting one yesterday, and it was talking about we're going to have electric powered school buses. And I said, oh, really? Where are you going to put the fucking charging stations for all of them at night?
I would imagine at the depots where they park the buses already.
Oh, really? So you're going to have 30 of those at a high school because that's where a lot of places park them, at the main high school.
Not most places I know of, but
I was going to say, not
they usually
in
have
New York.
off-property.
Yeah.
Now, most places I've ever lived, they usually have them at one of the bigger schools. That's where they park. At least everywhere I've ever been, that's where they park them. Now, some places may have a third party, but still, where are you going to put all those chargers? Where are you going to get the infrastructure to put all those chargers in? Because you got to put them in, then you got to put them in the ground, then you got to run the lines for the chargers up to the electric grid.
Yeah, there's a lot of power in one spot.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? Run them off of solar?
The power goes out, then no school the next day, I guess.
Yeah, it'll most likely be solar, or at least a good percentage of it.
Oh, great! Where's the solar farm going to go?
We're at the place where they go.
What if they can't put them in?
What if? Well, you can say that about anything.
I'm asking how though. I'm saying, but I'm asking
hows are not
how
the
is it going to be
questions
done.
you're
It's not necessarily. I shouldn't have said what if. I'm simply saying you're going to have places, because this is true. You're going to have places that don't have the infrastructure to do that stuff, and they're not necessarily going to have the money to do it. And then what are you going to do? Mandate? Okay, I only knew one guy who had a Tesla in my life. Nice looking car, very quiet. And then he, showed me how he travels and stuff. And I'm like, he has to go routes. He has to go these alternative routes just because he has to go to charging stations and stop there for 40 minutes each time. Whereas the rest of us, we just turn off at a gas station.
He's obviously driving longer distances. I mean, which is okay. I mean, but yeah, it's a real thing with Teslas is that they calculate the route based on where the electricity is available rather than the quickest route that we'd be used to.
Look, I'm not against electric cars. I have nothing wrong with a competitive market. I have no problem with people having options to decide, I want a gas powered, I want a diesel, I want an electric, I want a hybrid. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, but if we left it up to people, they would never choose the electric because most of the time gas would make more sense.
We left it up to the people. I know. Isn't that a crazy concept? Individuality.
Individual. Their eyes all look the same.
Individuality is a perception.
You're all individuals. I'm not.
No, we're all LDG.
Exactly.
We're all what?
We're all LDG. Have you not heard of that hypothesis?
No, we're not going into that bullshit today.
Not a hypothesis.
It's a bullshit statement that's trying. No, it's a bullshit statement that's trying to be funny or cause interaction.
Coughing.
No,
it's causing me to cough because he's smoking right now.
Yeah, exactly. I call your belief bullshit.
Could you stop smoking for the rest of us, LDG, please?
Here, I vape for you.
World of people.
You rock and roll.
So we're getting double.
Please make it a menthol, baby.
I knew I was going to say that, Bird.
What menthol?
Cap, we need a better subject, buddy. Help us out.
How about that Buzz Lightyear?
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear.
What about Buzz Lightyear?
Is he a fictional character within the world of Toy Story, as the trailer would tend to suggest from the new movie? As discussed in my new video, Buzz Lightyear, Billy Bollocks more like, available now on Captain Deckard Spock. back to you, NB Geek in the studio.
I actually have no idea. I saw some, I guess, stills of a Buzz Lightyear thing, but I really didn't pay any attention because the art
It's
just
a
looked like
movie within a movie. It's crazy. Within the world of Toy Story, those characters go to the cinema. When they go to the cinema, they see Three French Maids and a Cucumber or the Buzz Lightyear movie. So we're seeing the same movie that the people in Toy Story are seeing. That is the premise. I think that's crazy. That's meta.
That's bigger than the
the
Matrix
world.
in my mind.
Like the Matrix.
TL.
Yes, Bird of Prey. It's like the
It's like
Matrix.
the Matrix was made for kindergarteners.
Right. Yes. Nice. How about that, Pickles? It's like the Matrix for kindergartners. It's your early entry level into the Matrix. You go in via Toy Story. That's the Matrix. Right. Yes. Toy Story is Zion. And the Buzz Lightyear movie is the Matrix. And Buzz Lightyear
I think it's the other way
is
around.
Neo.
That'd be funny
Buzz
at the end of the
Neo
movie.
Lightyear. If
That'd
you
be
take
funny.
the word Neo, right, and rearrange the letters and add some and take some away, you get Buzz Lightyear. Yes.
Ooh, there's a really good picture here on Twitter of a guy in a Darth Revan costume. His lightsabers look
Speaking of
real good.
segues,
No, sorry,
That'd
I
be funny
just
if at the end of the movie it's just a movie, and you have the kid watching, the kid who owns Buzz Lightyear, watching the movie.
no, Bird of Prey's got it. It's totally the Matrix. I'm going to do a video about this tomorrow. That is golden. Buzz Lightyear
did I
is
just
the
hear did I
Matrix.
just hear the backstage beep?
Yes.
Cap, did I just hear the backstage beep?
That was
That
LDG's
was mine.
backstage.
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. That must have been his backstage.
Yes. I can
Gotcha.
tell the difference in the beat.
I just don't normally hear the backstage beep. That's all. I think that's only on your. I think that's only on your end.
Yeah, but LDG is giving all of his computer sound through. That's why we hear.
Well, actually, I was talking. Well, my wife was talking in her school, and they're talking about they want to do some clubs, and one of them they were talking about is a computer club and a computer lab, and my brain started firing because that was one of the things I did a lot of, was creating those kind of labs as both in college and in work, because that's one of the reasons why I'm getting my degree in IT was so easy for me, was because I had at that time 12 years of IT experience. So this stuff was all second nature. Hello, Sherry.
And hello, Yitza.
Hello.
Unfortunately, I
Hello,
could not
Sherry.
get the copy. Unfortunately, I could not get the copy machine to work because it just. Unfortunately, these people, I think, made a mistake, and they're not technicians. I don't blame them, but they kept unplugging it, replugging it back in so many times. Copy machines in that Xerox format don't like that. It messes with the software, and I did the best I could with it, but unfortunately, it would not let me get past. It would just tell me system unavailable. And I couldn't, get past the prompts. I got no error code, no nothing. And everything I researched just told me the same thing. Unplug it, replug it back in. And I was like, I tried a few things. And unfortunately, I just said, basically in the Christian way, I said, it's shit the bed. You're going to have to get it replaced. I did give them some decent alternatives that they could try and use in the to get a new copier. I found one actually reasonably for sale that look like it's in good condition and everything. But I said, yeah, you're gonna have to take, if you go used, you're gonna have to take your chances. And I found some places that do donations, but the problem is I found that they were kind of scamming them, because it wasn't a donation, it was a lease. And I've dealt with copy machines that you go through with leases. They suck.
Well, there are a lot of places that use them because it costs less than getting the copier itself. Well, and
That's
it can
true,
be
but
replaced.
well, that's true, but the problem that you run into is they limit the number of copies you can make. And if you were, and you know, maybe that'll work out for some people, but I've worked most places I've worked in where they've been leased. We always went over our allotted amount and ended up having to pay more because if you go over that allotted amount and you request more, you have to pay more to use the copy machine.
That's why you have it built into the contract. That's what contracts are for.
Yeah.
And good morning, Elihu. Why are you up so early?
Probably because his neighbors are blaring their fucking music again like dumbasses. LDG, question for you. Have you ever worked on a service level agreement?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious.
Multiple times.
Yeah, I worked on a couple, but it's been a long time. I was just curious if you've ever had to deal with them.
I used
Because
to
those
be the
things
person
can
that
be.
they call. And I used
What's
to have
that?
to go to them. I used to be the person you call to go to get those taken care of. Go to different places all the time. Fix copy machines, fix printers, stuff like that.
Yeah, I did a lot of the same thing. It's like I said, you're basically a coder and a programmer too, right?
I'm basically anything tech related. I'm full blown everything.
Whereas I'm basically, and I have no problem admitting this, programming is difficult for me, and coding ain't my thing. But
no offense, but
I'm a hell of a technician when it comes to repairing and patching things. This is the thing that drives me nuts, LDG. When I'll throw a game in my PS4 and it has to download the game, and then it's like, oh, we got to get these patches, and I'm like, 8 gigs is not a patch. That's like multiple. That's like a few dozen service packs, for God's sakes.
It's like a freaking reboot. Yeah. So you had your physical media, and then the device said, "Sorry, we need to change a whole bunch of shit." Yeah. Interesting.
Physical media. Everything's physical media.
Yeah. I wonder where that's going to evolve to.
I know, right? Remember vinyl?
Damn it! I walked in. Damn it! No conspiracy theories right now.
You walked right into that one. Did you literally?
I know I did. I know I did.
Boom. So Captain can't be mad at me right now. I did not start.
That's my fault. That's on me.
You started it. You invaded Poland.
I didn't invade Poland. I had nothing to do with Poland.
Not you, Pickles. He started the reality war.
I mean, if I could invade every country just to unite everybody, I would.
You invaded my heart.
Well, I've been loving I've been loving some of the new Risk.
I just vomited in my mouth for that one. Thank you.
Nice. Thanks for noticing.
I've actually been enjoying the new some of the Risks ones I bought for my tablet. I've already conquered the United States, Canada, Mexico, and Brazil. So now Live at the Love Shack now I'm in charge of Live at the Love Shack.
Okay. Bird, what's going on there?
The Love Shack. That's a little old place where we can get together.
I am just seeing that Paramount Plus and Showtime now have a bundled package. And I was saying, it is clearly not worth my time or money to bundle Showtime with Paramount Plus. But I thought maybe.
Well, what's the deal? Let me ask that.
Well, it's, I think that's it, $14.99
Mm-hmm.
It's $11.99, but that's with ads on Paramount Plus, which I currently have ad free.
Right.
So it saves you $3.99 per month rather than having them separately. Of course, I don't have Showtime now, and I really don't see any reason to ever get Showtime in the future. So now that Homeland is over,
If you were interested in Showtime, I think it would be worth looking
sure.
into. But
If I was already paying for Showtime,
if you're
but
either paying for it or interested in it, yeah. But if you're not, it's like, why bother?
the only one show I care about is long since over, and I don't see them coming up with anything on the horizon that's even going to make me want to consider Showtime. So,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
I'm currently watching Justified on Hulu. I do have a bundle pack. I did add Cinemax and HBO Max. I don't know if I added Showtime or not. I'd have to look it up. But I can't see what would be the appeal to getting Paramount Plus.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like my bundle package, High Seas Plus. It gives me all the packages for a lovely price.
Honestly, with Paramount Plus, besides Star Trek,
Mm-hmm.
all the tracks, I find that we use that. Mom O'Prey really likes Blue Bloods. So, and since I got rid of cable, that's an easy way to watch Blue Bloods now. And I kind of like Blue Bloods too, though it's probably in its last season. It's been 10 seasons. And Young Sheldon. So it's like two other shows besides all the different tracks. It's something.
Darth Haster, is that new Dexter miniseries already out on? Is it started to show? Because I was actually interested in. Actually, I do
Oh
have
shit!
Showtime because
Is it on Showtime? Dexter?
I actually think it is. I think Dexter is on Showtime because I do remember seeing ads for it. And I'm like, I do have Showtime. Yeah,
Oh shit!
I would actually love to. I want to watch this miniseries. I want to see what happens with Dexter.
Ah, now that does change things.
Let me check. Well, what the hell?
November
Dexter,
7th. November 7th premiere date.
Yep, November 7th. You're right. Woo! And Dexter is
Wow.
on. And the original Dexter is on my Hulu Showtime package. So yeah. Oh man, I cannot wait for that. That I'm really hoping it's going to be good.
High Seas Plus, you little.
I think I'm gonna do a tweet thumbnail on that today.
Well, I saw in the trailer Dexter's son actually in the trailer that Dexter's son actually finds him.
Really?
That's
Does
what
that
was
hot
in the trailer.
Does that hot woman killer that he was with at the end come back?
I did not see her in it. I did not. I'd have to watch the trailer again, but I do remember the scene where it looks like this kid claims to be his son. So that's not a spoiler. That's in the trailer, which makes sense.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow, he's in New York.
Trailer.
When does Dexter New Blood take place? The upcoming 9th season is set approximately 10 years after the events of the finale. Dexter has said good riddance to Oregon, which should make fans happy, and is now living under the fake identity of Jim Lindsay a local shopkeeper in Iron Lake, New York.
You do have to get in the chair. You're going to be in the
So
chair,
he,
a working chair at 10 o'clock.
10:30.
It's a beautiful day.
I shall so pray.
Your
This is
nephew's
a
never
right.
been outside with you. I'm hurting.
What's this guilt trip? How is me going outside going to make you less hurting?
Joy will heal me.
So Frey is trying to guilt me into taking a chair outside today.
For 15 minutes or less.
There's no guarantee it'll keep working. So yeah.
Yeah, there's no guarantee it'll work.
Well,
to
she
get me
said
back
15
up.
minutes or less. So, I mean, 0 is less than 15.
Yeah, you can't push it. No.
Well, it's extra. You have more people here than ever.
2
And Charlie. Charlie can pull real good.
full try. Yeah, that's all I need.
2 people if you need to be pushed up. That I will take full charge of. If there are any system failures, I'll get them cut. Good Lord. Plus, we need to just put them all over you like a tarp. Right? We'll just put a tarp over you.
There's a wind advisory.
Nobody better ever go outside during the wind advisory. Did they shut down the
Go
state?
for a
Going
good
outside
deep
during
control.
tornadoes and
Did
hurricanes.
they declare it?
Yeah, I definitely
And
would look forward.
I cannot agree with Darth Astor more. What kind of guilt trip crap is she spewing?
How is Deb returning to the series? I guess as a flashback. Or
I would imagine a flashback, or maybe he's, having
what you call
hallucination.
it. Hallucinate. Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, maybe she.
He is
maybe
crazy.
she is
after
taking
all.
over. Maybe she takes over the kind of the. Remember when he would have those visions of his dad? Maybe she takes over for that.
Yeah, that's possible.
Oh, really?
What did you think of Bird of Prey? What did you think of John Lithgow in Dexter?
Who is that?
John Lithgow. He was the guy who killed his wife.
The guy from Third Rock from the Sun?
Yes, that guy.
Yeah, I don't like him.
He
He
did.
was too cruel.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see Rita die.
Well, nobody wanted to see Rita die.
I mean, as an actor, he did well, but I didn't like him.
It'll be interesting to see. And I haven't seen the guy who plays Dexter in many other things. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets back into character as Dexter. Is that sassy? I'm Aaron Bark.
No, there's no barking going on.
Too deep.
Darth Hester,
Bark.
sorry, but the series has been done. The series has been over for a long time. Kat, when is Ghostbusters Afterlife coming out? Do you remember the date?
Not offhand, no, I don't.
Okay. Yeah, me neither.
Oh.
Oh, shit. I didn't know this. They have the 1991 TV series of Dark Shadows on here. Oh, I enjoyed that. I remember that series. It was the first time I'd ever even heard of Dark Shadows.
I don't know. And what's going on, Yitza? How are you today? This afternoon, I should say. Whatever.
So did you do that on purpose, Captain Trick? You have the chain smoker and the chain vapor next to each other?
No, just how it happened.
It was 1991. I was 11 years old, Darth Haster. It wasn't like I could get on the internet back then and watch the original. But no, you cannot pull my nerd card for that. No, I said it was the first time I had heard of Dark Shadows, and I watched it and absolutely loved it. But let's be honest, I couldn't watch the original soap opera because it wasn't like it was available to me. It's 1991. I've got a few cable channels, and that's it. I got no goddamn internet. I got no damn YouTube. I got nothing. I got no high seas to surf. I'm sorry, I feel just.
You always got high seas to surf.
Not those kind of high seas.
Well, you should get High Seas Plus then. It's a great streaming service.
LDG, I think that's the funniest thing you've ever said. Elihu says in 1991, I was watching Dark Shadows on PBS. Was it on PBS? I don't think I was watching PBS at 11. I think I was out of the PBS stage by that point. Cap, you're breathing heavy, bud. What's going on? You okay?
Well, let's see here. What's going on, Cockney? You're quiet.
I'm climbing all over Waterloo at the moment. You notice my absence. I was listening. I'm doing wargaming over here, Waterloo. So, since you asked, you don't want to know. Do you want to know? Do you really want to know? You don't want to know. Maybe you do. I don't know. You might think I'm fibbing.
No.
Waterloo.
I'll let you decide.
Oh, yeah. Make that big. Let me see that shit. That's right. You got a huge map you showed me last night.
Oh, damn. That looks nice.
Fuck yeah.
But just the beginning. You got to make the space to fill the space. It's got the first of the troops in. But yeah, Waterloo is coming.
You going to stream that shit, by the way?
Huh?
Are you going to stream it?
Yeah, so far we're going to do... a couple of us, well, frankly, we're so upset with the news. We're going to do too soon for some an Afghanistan war game because we're going to stick it to the Taliban. And Colonel Sim, bless him, he's going to play the Taliban. We're going to stick it to him.
So you're doing the Battle of Waterloo?
Well, first we're doing we're going to retake Kandahar Airport, but that's too soon for some. So then we're going to do some Napoleonics for your classic, Waterloo, or maybe Borodino, or one of the many Napoleonics. I mean, he had a few battles, didn't he? I'm just learning about it now. Because obviously you might go American Civil War, because I've been noting your history. It all changed in 1822, something. At this scale, if you were a war gamer, there's the obviously politics and history aside, the American Civil War, some fantastic battles there. And of course, you've got the Louisiana Purchase. So
Yes, we did get the loot. You should do, if you get a chance, do the Battle of the Alamo.
the Alamo, right there you go. That'd be that. Frick, there goes another bedroom. I'm still doing Rourke's Drift.
You can do the Battle of Bunker Hill.
There you go. I mean, Alamo. When was it? No,
Technically, that didn't take place on Bunker Hill, though.
Alamo. Let's see how good I am. I bet I'm wrong, but Alamo, 1836.
No.
Oh, I knew I'd be wrong.
I could be wrong.
Actually, B-Star, he is in Kiwi Land.
No, the Battle of the Alamo, the whole thing with the Alamo was
yes.
One of the things that happened
Santa Ana.
after Santa Ana. Well, what Santa Ana did was he gave them a chance to surrender. Yep. And then this is why I can't stand when I see people waving a certain type of flag, because I see people waving a black flag, and a straight black flag means no quarter. Do you guys understand what I mean when I say that?
Yep. No quarter asked, none given. Cry havoc, let loose the dogs of war.
So he basically told them he's going to murder them. He's going to kill them all. And then when Texas actually got its independence and became a republic, because the Alamo's the famous one, but there was actually another battle, and it's too early.
I was going to say, excuse me, guys, it was 1836. Thank you so much. 1836, 4 points, Cockney's team.
Yeah, sorry, it's a little early in the morning for me to be remembering historical dates.
I should have more confidence in myself. I just thought, I thought, you guys
were right. One of the things was there was actually two battles. The Alamo's the famous one, but there was another one, and I have to look it up. But after the Alamo and stuff like that, what ended up happening is the reason why Texas did not enter the United States.
I have to remember that. You know why? Sorry. But Pee Wee Herman, Pee Wee, do you remember anything? Daddy, I remember the Alamo. He remember the stars shine bright in the middle of the night, deep in the heart of Texas. Back to you, MB, in the studio.
Oh, Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
That's how I got my lesson about the Alamo. I know it's a strange way to go, but it worked.
Well, one of the things is a couple of things. Texas, the reason why
Pedro is using an Adobe.
Well, the reason why Texas became a republic and an independent country first is because it applied for statehood and was rejected because there was fear that because the Mexicans, Mexico did not recognize Texas as an independent nation, kind of similar to what you would say China does to Taiwan. And there was fear we would have a war with Mexico. And we did, I believe, 10 years later when we did admit it into union, and then we have the Spanish-American War. So they were right. The moment we let and then also Texas was actually a lot bigger than what it used to be, and there was dispute over territory.
Bigger.
So it was bigger.
Fuck.
It was bigger. And what happened was they carved out a few parts of it. And what they did was, what the federal government did at the time was gave Texas $10 million in that time frame, which I'd have to do the conversion to find out what that would be now. But they gave $10 million to make Texas a little smaller because that was to help pay off the debt they had for the war with Mexico. You'd say you named your testicles? Really? I can believe it.
Sound, you're amazing, Larry. I knew it. Amazing, Larry.
You guys doing anything for Halloween?
Same as always.
I don't know. Do Kiwis celebrate Halloween?
Well, because we are 6 months ahead, so we're doing Easter at the moment. It's a bit weird. Well, springtime, isn't it? I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, some people do, but it's a bit, it's the Christmas and the summer. Don't get me started. My fourth, anyway, but I'm just doing wargaming 24/7, 365.249991 recurring. Just wargaming. That's me, though. I can't speak for the rest of New Zealand, but me, Captain Cockney Spock, wargaming, and history. History and violence. What's not to like?
Oh, come on. History and violence go together.
Exactly.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Oh.
Okay, it's called New Zealand, obviously for a reason.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to know where Old Zealand is?
Yes.
Good question, because well, they say the first person means the first pale face, basically. Abel Tasman, those Dutch, they get around, don't they? Those orange bastards. Anyway, so Abel Tasman spotted an island, thought, oh, this might be a new place to maybe land, and maybe a new place to set up a new place. I shall name it after the place called Zeeland from the Netherlands, and so I will call it New Zealand. But we won't land. And then James Cook landed, but already it was on maps as New Zealand. So yeah, you can thank Abel Tasman for that one. But before that, obviously, there were the Maori, and the Maori word for New Zealand is Aotearoa. So if you prefer, if you like, you can also or call it Aotearoa. But you generally find that we just don't find we don't find our way onto maps. Most atlases, for example, my latest game of Risk, there's no New Zealand, but I can tell you Hobbiton does exist.
I didn't notice this. I just pulled up a map of New Zealand.
Pull up G12.
You have a space between your two basically your two islands.
Yeah, we've imaginatively called them the North Island and the South Island, but then I call Australia the West Island, and Hawaii the East Island for the new Kiwi Empire. But anyway, that's a different broadcast next week.
Interesting. No, I was just curious because I had never, it just dawned on me. I'm like, where the hell is Zealand at?
Yeah, so Zealand, I do recommend it. If you get a chance, visit New Zealand and Zealand, or indeed Old Zealand. They're both quite fun. Just like New York, check out York and New York, or indeed, as it was called, New Amsterdam. Check out Amsterdam for the European visitors come from the hardcore section, the softcore drugs, but just have a nice time. Maybe try at the Rijksmuseum, quite pleasant, and then more hardcore sex, softcore drugs, and then postcard and go home.
Well, it's not yet. It's not our fault. The Dutch gave up New Amsterdam.
Yeah, they swapped it for Suriname. They like those fucking nuts, the Dutch. They're nuts for nuts, aren't they? They took Suriname and they gave us New Amsterdam. Thank you, Peter Stuyvesant. You were a governor. You are now a brand of cigarettes.
Jesus Christ, your country is only 1,000 miles long and 280 miles wide?
Don't you blaspheme in here? Yeah, I know, right? It's tiny. You can walk across the darn thing. If you're a hobbit, it's big. Put it that way, from the point of view of a hobbit. But from human terms, it's really quite small. You're right. One day we're going to get proper internet and roads.
280 miles across. It would take me longer to get to Captain Trek, and he's the closest person I live near on this.
I know, right? We're like the size of New Jersey over here. And yet we are the seventh continent.
Oh, damn, you do have beautiful mountains. No wonder Lord of the Rings went there.
Boom, there you go. That's worth the slow internet alone.
And no, I'm not looking at Wikipedia. I'm finding all my information from Encyclopedia Britannica.
Nice. Approved. What's your big butt, Pee-wee?
And I agree, Dave. Don't get roads, you'll get traffic.
There you go. So we're better off without. Good point, Captain. We are quite fine down here as we are, Dr. Jones. Everything's fine down here.
Jesus Christ, you only have 5 million. You have less than 5 million people in your country. We got cities that have more people than that in America. God dang. It's always crazy when I see shit like that.
I know, right? If it
Crazy when I
wasn't
see shit
night time,
like that.
it's about 15K till the next humanity. It's you know, it's a bit lonely, but it's quite nice and quiet.
Yeah, that's why I moved to the sticks of Indiana so I could get away from people.
There you go.
Looks beautiful though. I don't think I'll ever make it there. Real quick question. Does New Zealand fall under, and I don't know how to say this right, so I may be wrong. Does it still fall under like the crown of the Queen of England? Like you guys still
it's an independent nation, but like Canada, we've still got the Queen on the back of the banknotes. But I think politically, I have to check. It's changing quite quickly. But we're now fascist dictatorship.
Oh, you're following Australia's model. Great job.
A little bit. There might be a bit of a double system for the vexed and the unvexed. So there's a bit of, don't get me started on the politics, double standards, Prime Minister. One rule for them, one rule for us. Yada, yada, yada.
Do you have volcanoes?
Not yeah. Auckland is subject to not only severe lockdown restrictions, but possibly the risk of a super volcano, not unlike Yosemite Park. Yeah, we're on a fault line here just for a bit of fun. So yeah, I'm not a geologist, but you know, it makes life more exciting. Could all go tits up at any time. I'm not saying it will, but I'm not saying it won't.
As I like to tell people, this planet has survived ice ages, volcanoes, meteors. You really think we have created anything that could fuck up the world that Mother Earth could not come back from?
Global thermonuclear war. Apparently, global thermonuclear war. Apparently, the only thing that's going to survive is cockroaches and Kathleen Kennedy's contract at Disney Lucasfilm.
No, no, you're wrong. What will survive a nuclear holocaust in America? We have this saying, and I've added one extra person to it: cockroaches, Twinkies, Keith Richards, and I've added Betty White to the list.
Okay,
By the way,
and
folks,
Kathleen Kennedy's contract.
By the way, Betty White's going to be 100 in sometime in January.
Hell, Betty. And I actually heard it's a myth about the cockroaches and they wouldn't survive. But Kathleen Kennedy's contract, that is fucking rock solid. Not a direct strike from an intercontinental ballistic missile could unlodge that fucking thing. She's golden, bro.
Captain Spock.
Hello.
How about a nice game of chess? I got your War Games reference.
Have it tick.
I got your War Games reference there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciated. Ali Sheedy. Oh, that sounds like a message from eBay. You have more soldiers on the way. Oh, no, it's Napoleonic rules. Even better.
Well, it's interesting. I learned something in my history in America that our war in 1812 is compiled on French history as part of the Napoleonic Wars, too. So we call it the War of 1812 in America, but over in France and stuff, they call it they don't consider it. They consider it part of the Napoleonic Wars.
Right. I heard there's a weird circle that Napoleon had to sell Louisiana to fight the British, and but then to buy Louisiana, the new American government had to borrow the money from London. So London was funding the money to go through for the purchase of the states that then went to Napoleon, so he could fight the British with the money from London. So I don't know. That's like
Well,
so
wait,
wacky.
what,
It sounds true.
Now, let me rephrase that. Yes, it was sold to us to cover the cost of certain things in the Napoleonic War. But I
Right.
have to
Yeah,
correct
he
you
needs
on
the
this on
money.
the Louisiana. I do have to correct you on this. When we got the
What?
Louisiana Purchase, we did not immediately create states. We had for a long time.
Right. No. Yeah.
Throughout we had
That's your
territories,
business.
and whereas some countries have territories, we have a very big different definition of territories and states. For example, Puerto Rico is an independent.
Well, that's not
nation.
even a state. That's a dependency. They're residents, but are they citizens? You can join the army, but can you go on America's Next Top Model? And what about DC? That's not a state. District of Columbia.
There is a reason for that.
All the taxation under the representation. My goodness. What a
No, they
tangle
do
web.
get no. That is incorrect.
No, that is incorrect. Come on now, pay attention.
No, I'm telling you, they do have representation in DC.
Let the man finish, for goodness sake.
Okay, so all our territories actually have a non-voting House of Representatives. They have no senators.
He told you.
But they have a non-voting House of Representatives. Now, understand how this works. It does not mean they cannot shape policy. They just can't vote on the floor, but they can be on committees. They can vote to pass legislation to go to committee. The American Samoa has it. The Virgin Island has one. Puerto Rico has one. They're just considered non-voting on the floor, but they are still there. And DC does have a representative. God damn, it's 9 o'clock here and the sun is almost just barely coming up.
No. It's a good thing that clocks are going to change soon.
Yeah, I know. Well, except for Jedi Bill. Doesn't Arizona not recognize that?
Correct.
Indiana apparently used to not recognize it. Now they do. And I'm like, damn it, I moved up here at the wrong time.
And good morning, Alexander.
We're not talking politics. We're just having fun. Professor Brady specs most of Arizona does not change its clock. Hawaii doesn't do it either, Professor. I did not know that.
That's correct.
East Island.
I might as well look this up.
Yeah, shout out Eatsy Lemons. Obviously, I joke about the Dutch. I'm allowed to on part Dutch, but for anyone that took a Dutch joke there, thank you wel, alsjeblieft.
Oh, okay. So most of Arizona, except for the Navajo Nation, does not change their clock. Hawaii, the Northern Mariana Islands, Puerto Rico, Guam, American Samoa, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. So basically, we have one state that does not change its clocks, and most of our territories.
By the way, shout out to Elihu Who, because they're confirming it is a myth about the cockroaches surviving. When he's gone into some detail, they would survive the initial blast, but not the subsequent radiation. So, bad luck, cockroaches. Although they still run New York.
No, those are the rats.
Yeah, the rats and the cockroaches. Don't want to get between them. I'm a shark, you're a jet. West Side Cockroach Story, available soon on Hulu. Actually, if it's the rats, probably on the Disney, wouldn't it? Mouse House. Yeah, the heat energy.
Oh,
That's
this is
right. There you
interesting.
go. Bad luck, cockroaches. Better luck next time.
Oh, here's something interesting. Hawaii abandoned the law of daylight savings time in 1967 because it didn't make sense. One of the benefits of DST is there's more daylight in the evening, but in Hawaii the sun rises and sets at about the same time every day. And Arizona followed suit in 1968 because it also gives a lot of daylight year round. Not setting clocks forward also ensures that there are lower temperatures during walking and bedtime hours. However, the Navajo Nation in the northeast of Arizona does observe daylight savings time, so it can have a uniform time with parts of territories in Utah and New Mexico. Okay. God, I love history.
Fascinating, eh? Always fascinating.
And good morning, Darius.
Munchausen. Darius Munchausen had a girlfriend at the train station. He met her. Met her.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. This day and age, I understand why we have we have standard time and daylight time, but as Captain Trek and I have talked about, that day the reason for that has come and passed.
Yep, it's called World War One. That is over.
Yeah, let's get rid of. I'm sorry, abolish daylight savings time.
Abolish it. The captain is right.
Just stay on standard time. Get rid of the daylight savings time. It doesn't serve a purpose anymore. Sorry, I live in farm country, for God's sakes. We've got the technology now. We don't need that anymore. And that it's a pain in the ass.
And speaking of World War One, Kansas City, Missouri has the Liberty Memorial, which is the World War One museum.
Nice. Is that Missouri?
Correct.
Or as I call it, Missouri or misery.
Now, misery I can accept.
I know. Well, you could always move across the bridge and go to Kansas.
Okay, well, I hope you sleep well, Yvette. Daddy's not talking right now. Probably busy.
Yeah, sorry, things got busy here.
Are we saying Bird of Prey got busy?
That's what he said.
That's what he said. Mm-hmm. Yeah, shout out Nurse Ratchet. Have a good one.
So what's going on, everyone? It's been kind of a morning. Let's see here. Where the heck? I saw something just a minute ago. The chat jumped again.
Jump in chat, you get that too, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the jump in chat.
Oh, Cap's a popular guy.
That's what happens. You get too much chat, and that's the thing. You want to respect the chat, and then StreamYard deletes it if you spend too much time reading it or not reading it.
Yeah. I was looking at something in the chat, and then it's just like down. Like, yeah. Thank
I
you.
know that feeling. The chat's like the spice. The chat must flow.
And yes, Eric Sander, must make coffee.
Coffee. Always. Do you know what?
Okay.
It's so late. I'm gonna have a naughty coffee because I love you guys. I want to give it my best.
I understand. I understand the hint. I understand the hint.
Listen to me very
Coffee,
yes.
yes.
Say this once. Coffee. Black.
Coffee. Black. While I've got your attention, there are...
Coffee first. Well, this mentor would like another cup of coffee. I'm just gonna have to give up coffee. Want some coffee?
If I'm not mistaken, that's your third cup this morning.
Fourth, and on a day like today, it won't be my last. Coffee. The finest organic suspension ever devised. Commander, set a new course. There's coffee in that nebula.
After you pop that up, Cap, I've been trying to look. I wondered if anyone actually counted how many times she said coffee in the series.
I am sure somebody has. With considering the number of people on YouTube, somebody has done it.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Captain, you'll probably be able to add to the video when her hologram talks about coffee.
Oh my God. Oh dear God.
Engage the emergency coffee hologram.
So you're telling me that her hologram is going to be addicted to holographic coffee? Ooh,
Absolutely, it is.
Oh, dear God.
I'm tired.
Go ahead, Bird.
Go ahead, what?
Well, I thought you were going to say something. Never mind.
Oh, no, that was it.
By the way, how is Sisso Prey besides trying to guilt trip you into going outside?
She's doing pretty good. As all things considered, she's doing pretty good. Don't want to jinx it.
Nope.
All right, Cap. My time limit has expired. I need to get out of here and take care of house things. Cap, you have a great one. Bird, as always, you have a blessed one. Captain Spock, have fun in the Kiwi Nation. LDG, I hope you're helping out all the people. Guys, it's been a blast, but I've got things, unfortunately, I've got to do. So take care, everyone.
Take care.
And of course, right as LDG, as soon as NB left, number one sci-fi pops in. Good morning.
What's so good about it? Anyway.
Uh, just a standard greeting.
Yeah, I know.
And what's
So
going on
yes,
there?
been discussing.
So far we talked about some random things, including oh, good grief, Cockney. What's going on?
The Louisiana Purchase. And now, speaking of which, I'm making coffee. My Louisiana Purchase. Know what I mean?
Thank you.
All right. The kettle has boiled.
Huh.
Just now. If you're making a cup of tea, folks, on the boil, hot as you can. Coffee, not so much. Off the boil, let it wait. There we go. Oh, can you smell that? Oh, that is coffee. None of that instant shit. No offense.
No. That's only for emergency situations.
Absolute emergencies. We're talking hospital visits, police chases, alien invasions, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
But beyond that, take a minute, let it brew.
Well, brewed tea's actually also. Of course,
We
you
do have
can brew
a
beer.
strong factual debate on. Yeah, it's all good with opinions, but facts. I say that herbal tea is not tea. The good captain, whose channel it is, says it is. So respectfully, I put it to the chat. Is herbal tea tea? Hint, no, it isn't.
I didn't say herbal tea is tea. I just said that green
good.
tea is tea. It's just
I beg your pardon, sir.
immature black tea.
I put words in your mouth, didn't I? You could knock this up. Maybe then we have a point of agreement.
As I said, green tea is tea as Mac is a PC.
Oh, is the Satsuma a tangerine?
It's not a PC, but it is a PC technically.
Is District of Columbia a state?
Yeah, thank God, no, not yet. They're wanting it to be. Well, some are wanting it to be.
Is Kathleen Kennedy a producer? Or does she just make coffee?
I wonder how good a coffee she made.
I bet it was real creamy for $4.05 billion. Coffee for Mr. Spielberg, cappuccino for Mr. Lucas, extra cream, George, just sign here, $4.05 billion. Thank you so much. Hi, Han Solo, bang. Hi, Luke, bang. Hi, Leia, bang. Enjoy your movies, they're not for you.
So, is anybody going to watch Returnals at all?
Oh, the other thing we talked about was the new Star Wars series that came out.
Yeah, Star Wars Prodigy. Awesome.
Yep.
Huh? Yeah, like General Grievous in it a lot. He was pretty awesome. Yeah.
I'm sure that people are. How about this? Let's get that trending. Star Wars Prodigy.
Yeah, the Dreadnought or whatever his name is. Yeah, definitely reminded me of General Grievous. The main baddie was kind of a combination of Palpatine and I guess Darth Vader in a way. but along with Dreadnought, Dreadnought kind of reminded me of Darth Vader too in a way. But just because he was a robot, mainly reminded me mostly of obviously General Grievous and the way he walked on the ship. Definitely, and the whole cloak thing definitely reminded me of General Grievous from the Clone Wars, or which is primarily where Grievous was the best in, versus the movies where they completely depowered him in the movies compared to the animated show.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they basically flipped General Grievous. I mean, quite a lot. Even from the original Clone Wars by Genndy Tartakovsky, that's when Grievous was the most powerful. And then in the Clone Wars, the other animated series, he was still powerful, but not as powerful as he was in the Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars. And then in the movies, yeah, when Obi-Wan can just, kind of split open your little insides and shoot you with a laser blast, yeah, that was super lame, pretty much, for a way to go out for General Grievous. So, yeah, they completely wrecked his character, basically, from what it started as. They kind of WandaVisioned him before that was a thing.
Yep. He is
Grievous is very similar, when I think about it now, to how they did Vision in a way. Because Vision was kind of really powerful also at the beginning, and then they really lowered his powers. But yet, in What If series, no, someone else has a Mind Stone. Ultron, yeah, adios to Thanos right away. Boom, So yeah, you have two widely, and then they, immediately made Ultron stupid. After that, they said, "Oh wait, we can't go down that route. We can't make Ultron undefeatable. Oh my God, what have we unleashed here?" So they completely did a 180 on him and made him stupid the next episode, from awesome to stupid, just like that.
And Darius, they nerfed him.
Yeah. Yeah, they've nerfed a lot of characters, and even Darth Vader was nerfed incredibly primarily in the prequels, obviously, because when you have a spoiled little brat kid becoming Darth Vader, yeah, that completely nerfed him right there.
Are you an angel?
Yes. Do you believe in angels? I think I love you. We might be years and years apart in age, but we're going to get married anyway. It's a thing.
If they'd made him just a little older, it would have made more sense. But hey, whatever.
Yeah, their age difference was the main killer of that. And I mean, even Obi-Wan, was way but of course he was a Padawan and just becoming a Jedi Knight in the movies. But it's weird that the Clone Wars show has Obi-Wan being way more powerful than what we got to see in the 3 prequel movies, even though they're, well, at least the last 2, more in line with the Clone Wars era.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And, obviously with the Darth Vader refight that we're going to get in the Obi-Wan series, you gotta think is that they can probably only do that one time.
Yeah.
Have just one fight between them together. Because otherwise, if you do it over and over again, then what's them, then that line of, I haven't met you since 2 weeks ago,
Yeah, exactly.
A sense of
So-
presence I've not felt since 3 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, exactly. So in a way, they could wreck Obi-Wan just by this fight, and that's what I'm most worried about the Obi-Wan series is how much of a difference between that and A New Hope is there? Is it hopefully at least a good 10 years difference or so? I'd rather it be multiple years versus maybe 5 years or less. Let's put it that way. Even though a 5 year period, I guess, would be kind of a long period, but still, the longer, the better.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she always says. But
I am so sorry to hear that, Eric Sonder. Are you able to take anything for that? I do have over-the-counter stuff.
Yeah, the over-the-counter allergy stuff just does not touch my allergies either. It's just something you kind of just live with after a while of trying so many allergy medicines, and you're like, okay, none of these work really. Thanks, but no thanks. Pretty much after a while.
Exactly.
And it's the same way with pain medicine and stuff like that, or all these things that are supposed to help for pain, and after a while you're like, well, nothing has worked, and I'm really just gonna basically live with the pain, and that's what I decided a long time ago. I'm tired of medications that make me just not feel right, and stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely.
So, the pain becomes unbearable at times, but, just got to rough it up, And the only thing about Zyrtec, that is the only one that has ever worked, but then it straight up knocks me the hell out. It really makes me like super tired. Yeah, it works, but I'm not going to be, and even, and that's taking it at night, because I did try it. And then the next day, feeling so groggy and tired, I was like, no, I cannot function like this,
Yeah.
And I just do not like medicines that make me so freaking tired, basically, that I'm useless. Pretty,
Yeah. There was one I used to like, but that was prescription, and then when it went to the over-the-counter, it went weak. It's like, yeah, whatever. And of course, they have prescription strength on the box. It's like, huh?
Well, you just got to take double or triple of it. That's all.
Yeah, you got to take double the dose.
Especially the Advil, which is what 200 milligrams, and it's 800 milligrams basically of that is the prescription strength. So yeah, you just take four tablets basically. But then all of a sudden you realize, hey, I'm out after just 2 days. Oh shit.
Let's see here. Let's number one, over the recommended dose for the most part, and number two, costs more than what the prescription did. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, yeah. If it wasn't for the military, believe me, I cannot imagine what I'd be paying for my medicines. Luckily, I get everything for free so far, until I probably need something that I will have to pay for eventually. I'm sure that's going to happen sooner or later.
Let's see here. I don't even know if Bird's going to be streaming later today. Last I heard, maybe not, but
I'm going to try.
Okay.
I think I'll be able to. 4
You sound pretty tired there, man. I think you need to get some sleep or something.
Maybe I'll nap between.
Yeah, I think you need a nap. I mean, you all sound like you're about ready to, keel over.
Have a nap while you're streaming. Never stop pickles.
And that one stream you did the other day where you were just talking gibberish, I was like, man, is this guy having a freaking, almost seizure type of deal or something,
finding sleep that much. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was like, man, he's got to fall asleep on the stream here the way that's going,
Which is good thing that Momo Prez there. All you need to do is teach her how to kill the stream.
Yeah, just kill the camera. Kill the camera.
Wow, it feels so crisp out here now. I haven't felt this in a while. Love it when it feels like this.
You're talking about the weather?
Yep. It feels crisp. You can feel the air. It's got a nice, cool springtime feeling to it. It's a little bright.
Yeah, it rained like crazy yesterday. I don't know if it rained where you were at.
Yeah, a little bit. Yesterday.
Raining here on and off.
It's Florida. 5 minutes and 100 minutes.
Well, in the summertime, you have your pop-up 15 to 30 minute shower, and then boom, it's over. And that's it. About every day, Yeah, and otherwise it's hot. Yeah, it's like feels like 100 or whatever. But then you have your little pop-up shower that lasts, 15 to 30 minutes, and then boom, and then it's back to being super hot again.
Yeah, I miss New Hampshire freaking weather.
New Hampshire.
Oh, lovely, New Hampshire.
Yeah, never been there. Furthest north I've been.
Old Hampshire.
Well, the furthest north I've been is Nova Scotia, Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. That's the furthest north I've been when I think about it.
All right, so my poll finished on Twitter. What is more important, copyright or fair use? 75% said fair use, 25% said copyright.
Wow.
Well, copyrights have a certain year factor to them, don't they? After so many years, there's no longer a copyright on it.
No,
Correct?
no,
no?
no. See, they found a way around it. As long as they control the government, copyright lasts forever.
Oh well, until the Republicans
Disney
gain
freedom.
control again, and then it'll switch again, right?
No. It's the corporations. The corporations buy the lobbyists. The lobbyists buy the
Right.
votes, and next thing you know, copyright means until the world ends.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a way around that. Somebody will get a way around it.
Like they didn't think for a second. Wait a second. What does copyright mean anything if it's just going to last forever?
I mean, I can understand certain things being copyrighted forever, but you know, but
Well, it's funny because I see nothing than the actual art, the actual thing itself, not the idea of it. Shouldn't be able to copyright an idea.
Well, the thing is, you cannot. Back in the day, you could not copyright an automobile, for instance. You could not say, "Hey, I'm going to be the exclusive because I made an automobile. I am going to claim exclusivity over that idea." No, certain things they allow variations on, and so that's basically what you got to find is the variation to whatever you're trying to.
Well, yeah, that's the weak point of copyright is variation.
Yeah. All you have to
or
do,
not making money off of it.
Yeah, that's all you have to do to get around a copyright is just find a variation on. You got a screwdriver. Oh, I got an electric screwdriver. You got electric screwdriver. Oh, I got a lightsaber screwdriver. Whatever.
Exactly. My screwdriver can be used as a paperweight too. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, all you gotta do is add one extra feature on it, and it's different, and hence you can patent it and sell it and have a copyright on it. So yeah, you could have your screwdriver. Not only have a Phillips head, but a regular head. You can have.
Here's a better idea. How about you just get paid for inventing something, and then you sell it to a company that can sell it for the cheapest. That way, nobody will beat that person out. Oh, there's a thought.
Yeah. But no, there's always a way around copyrights. Like I said, you just do a variation of it. Star Trek, Star Wreck. Might sound the same, but it's different. Star Trek, Star Wars.
Right.
Same difference, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, Star Trek, Star Wars, Stargate. I mean, all you got to do is just put star and whatever after it. You got a different variation, right? I mean,
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's.
Yeah,
Marvel
Starstruck.
Own Mutant, and I'm like, well, Mutant is like a default thing.
Nobody owns mutants.
No, Marvel
does not own mutants. You got
Marvel
Teenage
owns
Mutant Ninja Turtles for crying out loud. So no, nobody owns a mutant.
I think Marvel does.
No, because why else would you have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Is another one. So you could get away with again a variation on mutant. Stargrave. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like I said, you can just name anything after Star, and boom, you got your new franchise.
Sorry to hear that, Ervik. When did this happen?
It was only 22.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Over to OD. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, a bunch of famous people obviously OD. Way too young as well. But of course, the fame. They cannot handle the fame. They cannot handle obviously the drugs. And, once you get hooked to something like that, then pretty much that's the most important thing. It doesn't matter anything else. You just
Okay,
gotta
so
have it
update on what you said there. Number one, we
fixed.
cannot use the word mutant. Says executive producer. Marvel has trademarked the words.
Okay, well, I'm still going to use it. I don't care what the hell they say. That cannot be enforced because you got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. How can they get away with it? You know what I'm saying? So no, that's has to be false. Are they going to sue Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles over that? No, they would lose if they tried to. I don't
Yeah,
care if
but
they
I think
own
it's how you use it. You can't use the word mutants to refer to super. I think it's how you use the
altered
word.
humans that have special powers, basically. But altered turtles that have special powers. Okay, so see, there's a way around it. You have altered rats that have special powers. You know, yeah. Okay, so Nickelodeon has the right to Teenage Mutant. Okay, that's cool.
IDW Publishing. Okay, thank you, Elihu.
Yeah. But yeah, all you got to do is put a variation to mutant. Instead of humans, it's something else: rats, turtles, cows, chickens, birds, whatever.
Yeah, but then you only have so many variations. That's the problem.
Dinosaurs.
When are you going to run out of variations?
Well, there's how many animals are there? Around.
No, I'm saying like, how many variations of mutant can you come up with?
Well, you can come up with as many as you want, basically.
No, you can't come up with as many as you want. There's a limited amount of words. That's the problem.
There's not a limited amount of animals or whatever. I mean, you can name a mutant after
Wait a second.
just about
How is
anything.
there not a limited amount of animals? Last time I checked, there was a limited amount of animals.
No. Okay, then you name it after, you have name it after something else, tomatoes or apricorns or tea kettles or whatever. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be something that's alive, even because now with AI, you can have an AI mutant for crying out loud.
Mutant Ninja Schnauzers.
Yeah.
You know what? They kind of proved it.
Mutant. Yeah,
Which movie was the one that they had all the? Which movie was the one where they had all the Iron Men? Remember that one?
Iron
Man
Man
3? 3?
Yeah, with all the different suits.
Yeah, so right there
Yeah.
proves my point. With a single click of a button, they had a computer regenerate 100 different different Iron Man variations.
Yeah.
No creativity, just a single click of a button, and now they have the copyright over 100 different Iron Man variations.
Yeah.
Someone thought of doing a Hulk variation of the Iron Man suit. Sorry, already done.
Yeah. I mean, Bird could, do Kurogan orphan mutant miners, basically. And there you go. That's a new thing right there. Because number one, they're Kurogan. Number two, they're orphans instead of teenagers. They're still mutants, but and then they're minors. So there's your next show right there. Help me get that off the ground, please.
Oh, yes, sir. No.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, you can throw mutant into anything and come up with a show about it. Okay, whatever is copyrighted, there's no such thing as a word that's copyrighted and you can't use it. That's ridiculous. Okay.
I mean, I understand if you want to talk about a company name like Xerox. I get that.
What's up with Facebook renaming their name to Meta? Really, Meta? So now they're Meta instead of Facebook? Are you for real? It's because of all the backlash they got as Facebook. Oh, we better change our name to something better now. Oh, let's call it Meta. Okay, Meta sounds good.
Oh, it's just the parent company. They're just
This is a
changing the
parent
name.
company so they can handle their mitigation on lawsuits and
Yeah,
responsibility
yeah,
and
I
all
know.
that fun stuff. But it
Yeah.
is a dangerous move because Zuckerberg's trying to make a move on the internet that a lot of people I don't know were aware of. He's
Oh
trying to
yeah.
own
Well,
the data
he's
market.
trying to come up. Yeah, he's been controlling the internet, whether you want to believe it or not. For quite
No, own it. He wants to own it.
Well, yeah.
Well, now we have our two Kiwis together.
Hey,
Hey, Melton, what's going on?
I'm just being alive. What's going on with you?
Not too much.
And Ervik Saunders says copyright training is the most confusing and difficult training I have to take every year for my job. Man, you got a crappy job if you have to do that. But what are you, a lawyer? A copyright lawyer?
You can be busy.
Yes.
Copyright,
Yeah.
copyleft. What's the difference?
Yeah.
Uh,
Everyone gives up looks up answers online. There you go. Yeah, exactly. A teacher. Oh, okay. You're a teacher. Okay. Well, that's cool. Well, yeah, I would hate to be a copyright lawyer because number one, you're gonna lose, because look what happened to the freaking guy that invented the goofy tardigrades. He lost to freaking Star Trek of all things. Okay, so number one, copyrights can get so you might have a copyright to a tardigrade, but oh, you do it with Star Trek. Oh, it's different. Holy cow! Wow, you know. So, yeah, there you go. So yeah, that guy got screwed majorly.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the way it goes. Power to the powerful, and if you come
Yep.
up with the idea that someone basically screws you over just because they got the money and the lawyers and whatnot, yeah, you're basically screwed. So yeah,
do something about
your
that.
copyright is only as good as your freaking dollars you got and the amount of lawyers you got, basically. Otherwise, your copyright ain't shit, and that's facts.
Well, I mean, because you can steal someone's idea, but as long as you can show evidence that you didn't, then
Well, and all you got to do is alter it at least 25%, I guess. Probably not even that, really. I don't think they altered it at all, but hey, whatever. You know what I mean? Besides
how
printing.
do they know what is 25% though? That's what cracks me up.
Yeah.
What is 25%? How do you quantify an idea?
Oh, and congratulations to Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, which won a Saturn Award. Woo!
But it was out 2 years ago. That don't make a lick of sense.
Nope. And good morning, Robert Green. Or Green Robert, excuse me.
Congratulations, because obviously last year, because of the pandemic, they didn't give out any Saturn Awards, so they had to make up for it or something. I don't know. Oh my God. Yeah, the copyright answers we have to take as copied and pasted online, ironically. Yeah, of course. Everybody copies everything. What happened to plagiarism, for crying out loud? What happened to that? That happens all the freaking time. I mean, really. You know?
Yep.
Nobody enforces that. Nobody enforces that.
Well, actually, they recently did on 8-Bit Massacre. He used somebody who got lazy and literally plagiarized somebody else's work. But plagiarism's a fine line. Plagiarism only counts when you count it as your own.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you credit the source.
As long as you credit the
then-
source, which is the
then
way
you're
it should
not
be.
plagiarizing. Then you're not.
That's the way it should be. There's nothing wrong with if you get an idea from somebody, is you let people know where you got the idea from, then should be nothing wrong with that.
Oh, anyway. But yeah, I like how in Star Wars Prodigy at the end, they're just meandering along talking about, hey, how are we going to help each other out of this mess? And all of a sudden, the Janeway thing comes on and says, did someone say help? What? What the? That's really how you activate it? You don't say, oh, please help us. No, you just.
Oh, you're gonna wait for the mobile emitter, man.
Yeah,
Can't wait for the mobile emitter.
Well, the mobile transmitter is already there.
So we already know the ship has hologram projectors in the entire ship, or at least in the bridge.
Yeah, because they took that goofy comm badge out of the ship and went to the Tellarite and talked to him and said, hey, guess what? We can talk with this thing. And it translates our words for us. Isn't that awesome? So obviously it's already mobile.
Well, I already enjoyed how English was in the Delta Quadrant without the translator.
Yeah, because really, wouldn't the translator translate to whatever their language is versus English?
Well, they didn't have the translator, and the guy was speaking English. A few people were.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
even the big bad guy was.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, they were talking in other alien languages that then were.
Yeah, I think that was their attempt to hang a light on it, but still, like, we got to know how far in the future is this? Why is there a fucking Federation ship in the Delta Quadrant? You know,
What's at least I think I saw 2383 somewhere around there is what
you had the cutest orphan, that youngest orphan that the Kazon sold. They left that one behind.
Patient.
Yeah.
Well, for now,
who
says they're not going to rescue it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing you got left to say, right?
Yeah, they better rescue it. Otherwise, people are going to be up. Kids are going to be up in arms because they left a freaking cat behind. You know. But obviously, that's what.
Part, but...
Obviously, they're not going to go back. I wouldn't go back. Would you go back?
Well, there's going to be a chase, right? So he's the bad guy.
Yeah, well,
unless it's just like that episode of Enterprise where they went to the mining planet and you never saw that guy go, he got killed. But
yeah,
where they just leave and you never hear about any of that again, kind of thing.
Well, obviously, yeah, they introduced this bad guy for a reason, so he must have obviously access to some kind of ship as well, and that'll be the bad guy ship against the Protostar. And what's interesting is if you watch the crazy Ready Room goofy thing with, Will Wheaton in it, is that Janeway specifically says, I can take you to the Federation. Do you want to go there? And immediately the main guy, Dow, says no. So that's, I guess, how they're going to stay in the Delta Quadrant is because...
we're not going to see the Federation. They don't want to show the Federation, for God's sakes. They didn't even want to show it in Picard. They're trying to get away from that shit.
Mm-hmm.
They know if they have to include the Federation, they're going to have to do either change fucking canon or fucking, change everything that we know. Or stick closer to. They don't want to stick closer to what's established, or even a risk changing it to piss people off. They're gonna keep it away. They're gonna keep it away. That's what they're gonna do. Watch. If we're lucky, we get.
they're getting
episode
because because of this Dow character saying no, I do not want to go to where the Federation is. that's how they're going to stick around the Delta Quadrant, basically.
Well, if they had K's on, that means they're on the far edge of the Delta. Because that was they're
Maybe.
at the
Who knows?
beginning.
Who knows? We don't know where they're at. That's the thing.
They had Kazon. Kazon weren't exactly your high-end species that spans vast sectors and
Well,
shit.
apparently one of them is pretty smart versus the Packlets. We're smart.
I have a feeling we're going to see more of the Kazon. They already had one. I'm pretty sure we're going to see some more. They're going to be quite involved.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll see General Grievous again. I'm sure we'll see.
Yes. Yes, I would love subtitles.
No.
If you played Final Fantasy, I got no problem with subtitles. Or at least during the first part of it or something. I wouldn't mind. It's supposed to be a kid's show, right? You want to support kids reading? Because you know the kids would read it.
Yeah, not really. They'd just be listening, go, what the hell are they saying?
They would read it.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine that this show can at least hold a kid's attention for, I guess, the 22 minutes that a standard episode will run. Versus, I mean, it was part 1 and 2, so it was 45 yesterday, but, otherwise it's going to be 22, 23 minutes, basically.
Yeah.
Want to go inside, boy? You want to go inside? Huh? Yeah? All right, let's go. Come on.
Because that's usually, and yeah, I thought it was interesting that, that during the commercials, because I don't pay for the super deluxe part of Paramount Plus. I just pay for it with commercials. That all they showed was like Rugrats, Clifford the Big Dog, Red Dog, and, all your Paw Patrol, whatever other Nickelodeon shows that they have, basically, during the commercials. So people who say this is not geared towards kids, duh, it is. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I guess, is up to you. But
yeah,
who said it's not geared towards kids?
Captain Foley consistently said that on his stream last night.
I don't know how he.
I was like,
at the
really?
very beginning, it's
Yeah,
geared
TV
to 7-year-old.
Yeah, TVY7. So
TVY7 with slavery. Yeah.
Yeah. So
great
that's
lesson to be teaching 7-year-olds.
That's the Kurogan way. Don't forget. Don't forget. That's a Kurogan way for the Kurogan orphan mutant miners, otherwise known as commies, I guess. But yeah, I was like, he was defending it to say that it was not a kid's show, and I'm like, it is a kid's show. Come on, what's wrong with it? With that being a kid's show, that's what it was made to be. There's nothing wrong with it being a kid's show, unless you have a problem with it being a kid's show, basically. And today is Winona Ryder's birthday. Happy birthday, Winona Ryder.
Absolutely.
And Robert Picardo's was 2 days ago.
Oh, I remember hearing about that.
And the next birthday is William Campbell on the 30th of October. He was Koloth and Trelane. And then Armin Sherman Quark is the first one in November 5th. And don't forget that Whoopi Goldberg shares Bird's birthday on November 13th. That's the main one.
So, Bird and Whoopi Goldberg are related. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they both were born on the same day. So yeah, that makes them yeah, definitely related.
Cool. So, Bird, is Whoopi your sister or your cousin or what? How is the relation?
Cousin twice removed, if I'm right. But,
I do not believe there's any relation between me and Whoopi.
well, so, man, she's going to disown your birthday then.
Let's do a DNA test. Let's see how closely related Birdo Prey 5 and Whoopi Goldberg are. Oh, that would be funny.
Hey, if there's a 25% match, then in Star Trek that counts.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I bet you there's at least that much of a percent match.
Oh, dear God. Oh.
Like he says, the tip counts, so even 1% would count.
That's right. The tip counts. Birdo Prey 5.
So if the tip counts and she's at least 1% similar to you, which I bet she is.
Genetically, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. Because she's a human, number one. There you go. Boom. That's 50% right there. She's a human. And you're a human. Or do you specifically say that you're Krogan instead of a human? That might make a huge difference here.
Some breakfast, so.
No problem, Bird.
Really?
If you're still on, I'll be back.
Of course.
I'll just mute for the meantime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget to buy the Whoopi Goldberg Whoopi cushion. Okay.
And at least Birdo Prey is not on camera and muted while eating, so there is some etiquette there. Typically counts if you're a Moyer. Okay.
And that is such a thing, by the way. The Whoopi Goldberg Whoopi cushion, that is such a thing.
Why am I not surprised?
All you gotta do is look up Whoopi Goldberg Whoopi cushion, and boom, it's right there. I'm like, and it has her face on it. So I'm sure Bird has zillions and zillions of those.
I wonder what Bird would call them.
Pleasure cushions?
Oh, that would be true. That would be true. No. They'd probably be filled down in the mines with the gas down there, so yeah, probably something a little less pleasurable.
We need to send Bird O'Prey a Guidon hat to wear on his birthday. Yeah, or a Whoopi Goldberg Whoopi cushion would be even better, but you know.
No, a Whoopi Goldberg wig. Have his hair looking like Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah. The dreads and all. Huh?
Yep. So anybody out there, go ahead and send Birdo Prey 5 a a Whoopi Goldberg wig. I'm sure you can find it on eBay or Amazon or any of the services out there.
And Whoopi Goldberg's real name is Karen Elaine Johnson. Is that pretty boring or what?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't surprise me. So we can actually call her a Karen.
Yes, we can
Ooh.
call her a Karen. And she's had 3 marriages, obviously not currently married.
I wonder where did she come up with the name? Was it
She
from?
says that she got it from acting like a whoopee cushion, and that's how she became Whoopi Goldberg. Because she used to do, acting like farting, I guess, and stuff all the time. It actually does come. Her name does actually come from acting like a whoopee cushion. So there you go.
So yes, Whoopi Goldberg took her name after the whoopee cushion.
Yep.
Ah, how ironic.
Yeah.
Of course, now that wouldn't be allowed because people would be suing over rights infringement and such. But such is the times.
Yeah. So she went from Karen Johnson to Whoopi Goldberg.
Interesting, interesting name change from a boring name to very unusual.
Yeah, to a Hollywood name, basically. I mean, yeah, you go from a rather blasé name to definitely a more Hollywood name.
Fun fact, producers thought it was a joke. Whoopi wanted to be on Star Trek since she was a Hollywood actor. She had to contact them personally to tell them it wasn't a joke.
Appropriating a Jewish name, shame, shame, shame. Yeah, well, the Goldberg part, yeah. If that's all you mean. And she had one child and has 3 grandchildren, apparently. How about that? And she's won an Emmy Award, a Grammy Award, Academy Award, and a Tony Award. She's one of only 16 people to do that. That's pretty good.
Absolutely. That's a rarity. So yeah.
To have all 4, yeah, extremely rare. So, if I was Bird of Prey 5, I definitely would not dissociate myself from somebody who's, 1 out of 16 ever to accomplish something. And she was born in Chelsea, New York, for crying out loud. She was born in
Wow.
New York like Bird. So how could he even? That means she's definitely related to him.
Absolutely.
I mean, oh my God. I mean, if that isn't the final nail in the coffin, I don't know what is. I mean, I don't know how close Chelsea is to New York, but you know, gotta be close, right?
I don't know. That's a good question. As soon as Bert is back, can ask him about
Let's
that.
see. I'll look at it on the map. Chelsea, Manhattan. It's on the west side of the borough of Manhattan. It is in New York City. Wow. Holy cow, she is related to Bird. Whoa. So yeah, she's from Manhattan. Wow. If that doesn't prove it, I don't know what does.
We're gonna have to do the connection between Whoopi Goldberg and Birdo Prey 5.
Yeah. That Kevin Bacon 7 degrees of separation. I think it's down to about 1 degree of separation between Bird and Whoopi right now. You know?
Sounds like it.
I mean, you know, born in the western part of Manhattan. You know.
Sounds suspicious to me. We need to make this connection just so everyone can know. And what's going on, Cockney?
You know, I mean, because you got Madison Square Garden nearby to there, for crying out loud. So yeah, I mean, you know.
Still here. Just organising my troops. Got to keep 7 years war away from Napoleonic. Wrong war.
Oh, he's having fun organizing his troops. That's always good.
There's a lot of troops to get ready. Lot of troops. They're very hungry.
I don't know if plastic figures would be hungry, but okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm just getting into the spirit of things. You're quite right, really. They're, you know, just give them a bit of TV and some Wi-Fi. They're happy enough.
Oh. So, let's see here. It is, you know, I just thought about this. It's Friday, and I have not. There's a couple things I haven't done yet. Number one, you know, we need to come up with a Friday song, first of all. And I have not mentioned the featured channel at all, which is Orange Hat Reviews. And if you've not checked out his channel, you should. Definitely a good guy. In fact, I was surprised. I'd been added to his Twitter group before. I just going, okay, cool. All of a sudden, something happened. You know, I was contacted. I didn't even realize what happened. He contacted me. He's like, why'd you leave the group, the Twitter group? I said, I didn't. But then I realized somebody had blocked me that same day. So it's like, oh, well, it must have been this person. So hopefully that'll be taken care of. Okay. No. Let's see here now. Absolutely. Sounds like it to me. And no. No.
The hell? Oh, Spock. That's funny.
That's a fake Spock.
You should do a show like that. He's muted if he doesn't know he's muted.
Who? Bird?
Spock.
Oh, he knows. He's arranging his characters.
Oh, I know. Don't worry about that, mate. You don't want to be hearing from me.
I thought you were
busy, sorting stuff out in the Cockney quadrant, the Delta quadrant, the Ardis quadrant. What's going on? Any Klingons? Any Klingons? Oh, I feel a bit tasty today. Any fucking Klingons out there? Come and see me. I'll give you Delta Quadrant. I'm going to tear you a new wormhole. I'll tell you what, though, right? What? Right, yeah.
Elihu says Nimoy was impressed with
me.
His whatever.
Whatever.
On his portrayal of Spock. It's like, well, Nimoy may have been impressed. I wasn't.
What, with Quinto? It's different Spock, mate. It's different timeline. Get on board, son. Different geezer altogether, innit? Fuck's sake. Different geezer. You might as well call him Block. Spock, Block, Spock. Different geezer, different character. Quinto ain't Nimoy, is he? That's Spock Prime. You're thinking of Spock 3. Get it sorted. Same with Kirk, innit? Fuck's sake. Know what I mean? Different timeline. JJ verse. It's bullshit. It's not the same bollocks, is it? It is canonically a different timeline within the eternal canon as presented within Star Trek. So don't worry about it. It's different. It's bollocks. Know what I mean?
Boy.
Quinto Spock ain't Spock. It's different geezer. Same with Kirk, innit? Shatner Kirk. That's not Pine Kirk. Pine Kirk, different dad, different timeline. Internal, canonical, very similitude, you fucking muppets.
Actually, the Teespring link is in the description, V-Star.
Is that right? Well, if Captain Lower Drek said so, it must be true. Know what I mean? Prime Spock bollocks.
And Lady Elihu, have a good one.
Yeah, have a good one. What?
Good day. I don't know.
Good night. Good what? Good pizza. Good cup of tea.
A good whatever.
A good whatever. That's very specific. Have a good whatever. Whatever it is, have a good one. Have
Exactly.
Have a good captain's log.
Exactly. Have a good bowel movement. Whatever you have make it a good one.
Float your boats.
That escalated quickly.
Would you like a box of chocolates?
Oh, lovely. Have you got any kebabs?
No. No, sorry.
Bollocks to that then.
Yeah. A bunch of those ones that have like the cherry inside of it.
Have you seen a geezer called Mud on your travels?
No, sir.
All right. Flying around the galaxy with 3 birds.
Muggs?
3
Is that the
Dorises.
guy from freaking
Mud's
Dick Tracy?
Dorises. What?
Oh, I thought you were talking Dick Tracy.
I'll get up your Dick Tracy in a minute.
Hey. Threaten me with
Hey, you know
big
that Princess Leia, right? You know that Princess Leia, right? Princess Leia in that bikini, right? You can't call it Princess Leia slave uniform anymore. Did you know that? No. Princess Leia unpaid intern outfit. Know what I mean? Oh, sorry, that's the vibrator. Oh, yeah. The guns, they've stopped. God, not much going on here. Everyone's falling asleep. Fuck me.
No, not falling asleep. Actually,
Going on?
Bird
Wake up,
was
Captain. It's your fucking ship. What's going
Bird.
on?
What? Bird was
What, eh? Oh, what?
eating supposedly, but
fuck's sake. Beam me up, Scotty.
oh my lord, what a day!
Oh, Spock on the 1s and 2s on the where am I on the Jedi whatever show. Yeah, of course I speak Cockney. I'm fucking Cockney Spock, and I. Christy.
You streaming today, there, Cox?
What?
You streaming today, Cox?
Am I shooting?
You streaming today, Cox?
Streaming piss. I don't know. Maybe not.
Well, I hope you're streaming.
Are you?
Shit.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I should. It's been a minute.
You should. Maybe
I don't know.
on your show.
It's up to the chat.
What
Chat
do you
wants
reckon,
me to stream.
chat?
Maybe I'll do a stream.
Yeah, let's get on the old pebbles, on the old 1s and 2s. Got this Spock on the old 1s and 2s, on the old pebbles. Wee. Rabbit. Hello, I'm Pebbles. Right, it'll be like this. Hello, I'm Pebbles. How about that fucking Matrix? Oh, is that real? There is no spoon. Well, what are you going to stir your fucking tea with, you muppet? There is no spoon in the Matrix. La la la. I'm Pebbles. Today, a 3-hour discussion all about the fucking Matrix. Hey, you know that Zion? That's real, that is, in the context of the Matrix. It's another layer of the Matrix. Fucking amazing. Hello, I'm Pebbles. Oh, don't do that with your computer. Not without calling me first. Hello, it's the Pebbles Show. No, I'll tell you what. That fucking WandaVision. Hello. Oh, hang on, technical difficulties. Standing by. Please stand by.
I thought of a way we could work the two together. You could have a pickle-shaped statue made out of pebbles.
Nice.
The pebbles, the cereal or actual pebbles?
Pebbles. Actual pebbles.
Actual fucking pebbles.
Unless you're wanting to be fruity.
Well, cocoa pebbles. I mean, oh, Arabic. Oh, Arabic. You're opening up a can.
Oh yes. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. That would be excellent. Actually, I think a good video would be LDG you interviewing her.
I think that's workable. think I can make that happen. It's about time we get some diversity up in the LDG channel and shine a spotlight. Maybe LD Gina will be my featured channel for today's stream, if I stream.
Well, you should stream. In fact, you should set it up.
You better stream.
Oh, give me a minute.
You want to stream.
A minute. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, his minutes usually take about 20 minutes. So let's see how long it takes for LDG to actually set up a stream. He said a minute. I say longer.
3 weeks. I've got a fiver on 3 weeks.
Oh. So let's see here. Cockney Spock is betting on 3 weeks. I'm saying a little sooner, but you know. Wow, I cannot believe it's almost Halloween. And yes, I'm going to have a special Halloween stream in the morning, so I'm going to have to figure something out.
Are you closing up shop soon? How long you got going for, Cap?
Well, I'm going to probably at least wait until you get something set up. Keep in mind that Culture Casino goes live in 80 minutes.
There's your deadline. He's got no chance.
Well, should I schedule it after him?
Do it now. Well,
I mean, you could actually take a pause. You do a pre-stream, yeah.
Pre-stream for the stream, so it's like that little bit comes out before the big stuff comes out. Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Yep, absolutely. And for those of you who don't know, Culture Casino does the 6-minute daily every weekday. It usually lasts about 10 minutes. He tries to keep the stories down to 6 minutes, but before that starts, he has the welcoming, and then he's got the closing. So yeah, it's about 10 minutes. And of course, let's see here for anyone who's interested in joining this stream later. Like I said, it's about 80 minutes from now. A little over an hour. Let's see here. And LG put in his thing. Here is for hold on a second.
And I'm back.
Awesome. And that's the link for the Culture Casino stream for those who are interested. Oh, we got somebody backstage. Ow.
You don't have to sound too excited now.
Ow.
You okay?
Where is it?
Everything I've tried to make happen the last couple weeks for streams has been stormed out on the days I could actually do it with everything I've been trying to do. Gotta love this weather lately.
Well, if you say so.
Sarcastically, but yeah.
And good morning, your Muslim uncle.
Morning, everyone.
I've actually seen you in other chats before, but welcome. Let's see here. How was your breakfast this morning, Bird?
Delicious, as always.
So let's see here. I know you had egg, but how did you have it this morning?
Scrambled with cheese.
Ah,
Low salt cheese.
of course.
I believe it was a Mexican blend.
Ooh.
And a buttered King's roll.
Sounds quite enjoyable.
My
Hopefully,
blood pressure was too low to take my medicine, though. It was 90/63. So, skipping it for now. I'll try it later.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take it at lunchtime. Worries me when it's that low. Because I still had to take my Lasix, and the Lasix alone is going to make it drop after the slight bump from eating.
So what's going on today, your Muslim uncle? And when does that stream start, LDG?
I believe I set it for 10:45. 10:45.
Awesome.
And Arabic is already first.
I think Rosetta's back asleep.
Nah. That would be nice, but no. I'm not having a very functional morning. The dreary weather V-Star has made it hard to sleep and very much worn out my body lately.
Which is not a good thing. And so I see that you're not muted now, Cockney. What's going on? What? I like that figurine, by the way.
All right, how's it going? All right, Eagle, how you going? Hello.
I need to try to play off as the most innocent person on panel.
Uh-huh. That'll happen when hell freezes over. But hey!
Ho, ho, ho! Kushti.
Or if people don't know you, I'll just put it that way.
To be fair, I've actually been pretty well behaved the last couple months.
Usually,
Most
yeah.
of the time.
Usually. I agree. You have been.
Except for when I'm over on the anime nights of the round table. Then we all just act crazy. But anime night's a sweetheart. He really is. He's one of those that's been quietly supportive of everyone without getting a lot of attention himself for a long time.
Let's see here. Got about a little over 10 minutes before LDG's stream starts. Feel free to go ahead and join him over there. And let's see here. Oh, really? Really? You're going to do that to me? Yeah, whatever.
Why? What happened?
Oh, I got to figure out how to fix this damn thing so it's... Let's see here. It just looks wrong. Whatever. I'll fix it when the stream starts. When his... Well, like I said, that's about...
Has the weather been bothering you with your issues the last couple weeks?
It has been.
Because, yeah, we talked about me doing that in Thursday afternoons, and I've literally been unable to basically move that time the last couple weeks. And I thought I'd go down and, we'd pull out this whole thing because the weather had cleared up for a while, and went down to nearby and was going to do this little streamed interview down with Netcat, and then every place outside got rained out and every place inside was too crowded and loud, so
yeah,
it didn't work out, but we still got to have a little time to hang out.
Absolutely. That's always good to hear. At least hanging out is fun.
Getting a chance to at least talk to somebody and see somebody helps.
Absolutely. Yeah, but
did he go quiet or did I lose sound?
Me, I went quiet for a second.
Okay, just making sure because it cut off kind of weird there, and I have had issues losing sound the last couple days, so just double checking.
Oh, no, And hello, Jedi Bill. How are you?
Bill.
Jedi Bill.
Well, let me guess. Your Muslim uncle is one who's probably been here before, but just lurked. Because I have those in the channel. It's like, oh, there's 15 in the stream and 3 talking in the chat.
That happens a lot over on my channel too, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's fine when there's something to talk about. But when you're looking at the chat trying to go, okay, where do I go from here? Okay, the chat's not moving. So yeah. When the chat's moving, it's fun because then you can always play off the chat. When it's just kind of there and nobody's saying anything, yeah. I don't know how it is for you, That's how it is for me.
It's harder when I'm trying to actually talk much. When I'm just doing art streams, it's a little easier just to ignore that it's quiet and just assume everyone's watching, which is probably what happens then. Because
Well,
with
true,
the art
but I'm not.
streams, they tend to get quiet.
Yeah, true, but I'm not doing anything
Yeah.
artistic, so it's it's a little different.
If you're off camera speaking, it's probably a lot different when things get quiet or lulls for you.
I mean, I could be on camera speaking. I don't want to be. In fact, I've been told by a few people I should be, but I choose to ignore those because I don't like that idea. I will do it on streams that I have to. Orville Nation has said, that one of his requirements is being on camera when on streams, which is fine. I will honor anyone's requests so long as they're reasonable.
It's just usually a reasonable request, as long as my view is, as long as people who do that work with those who have issues why they can't be on camera. Because I do know people who can't, like Netcat, because of what he does. He can't legally be on camera. It's a risk to the people he works with.
Well, I mean, yes, there are people who legitimately can't be on camera. Number one, their computer may not actually have a camera on it, which for a long time I'd been ripping the camera out of my computer, so it didn't have it. This one I had to literally break the damn thing to get the camera out. No, thank you. Because before you would just lift up this little thing, and it would be, there we go. And let's see here. We got about 5 minutes before LDG starts his stream. Or you can completely ignore the chat. Salty Trucker does sometimes. Oh, he was ignoring the chat completely. In fact, we were having fun in the chat talking about the chat. Yeah. Of course, I was on the panel at the time and in the chat making fun of it.
That could be kind of an interesting kind of meta moment.
Let's see here. And I'm going to go ahead and put in the link to LDG's channel. The stream he's got going on in a little under 5 minutes. Definitely feel free to join over there. And then Culture Casino will be going on in about, an hour and 5 minutes. Well, hour and 3 minutes, excuse me. So, yes. Like I said, feel free to join LDG on his stream.
Yeah.
And go ahead, Rosetta.
I was just going to say, yeah, remember, we all got to try to, support each other as all we can. And that's actually kind of why I decided I had to stop in, even though I've been kind of out of it, is because I just had to point out to absolutely support the one he has up for the one of the day, because we all know how long I've known Orange Hat here.
Absolutely. And definitely support Orange Hat. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe to him today.
He's one of those that is absolutely supportive of the other people, and he like the rest of us has gotten his share of people who've screwed him over or thrown him aside when they got bigger, and he's absolutely supportive to everybody.
Like I said, I was surprised when I got a message from him because I left, quote unquote, left the group on Twitter, because if somebody blocks you, it automatically kicks you out of the group. So that's what happened. That's life.
Yeah, I've lost several groups I really love and care about because of a few certain crazy people who like to block me after we get put in the same groups. Personally, I think the only thing, unless it's the actual owner of the group, the only thing that blocking should do is you don't see each other.
Yeah,
it shouldn't remove you.
I agree. I mean,
because it's pretty shitty that people can remove you from somebody else's group without their consent.
And the owner can't add somebody if somebody's got one other person blocked. It's like, really? So you don't even have control over your own group.
Yeah, it's a very odd situation.
Like I told you.
No, what you said was that it prevents people from talking to each other, and on threads and in public, it doesn't at all.
No. I'm not talking about that.
Oh.
I'm talking about the fact that you don't own your channel. You don't
Absolutely.
own your freaking Twitter.
Nope.
You don't own your groups.
Well, I think I'm just kind of out of it this morning. We're
Hopefully,
starting to get the Eagles back. Sorry, bad timing.
No problem. Not a problem.
All right, we're going live, boss.
Absolutely. Head on over to LGG's channel and go ahead and watch the stream. It'll be starting now. And everyone have a great day. I want to thank everybody who's been in the chat and everyone who's been on the panel. Thank you so much. Have a great day.